All right, Deezy here, and we have 3 secrets to discover an NFT blue chip. And these are things that I wish I knew when I started my NFT journey over a year ago. But before we get into those, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel. The first secret is the utility. You got to look at the utility of an NFT. The utility could be, the intellectual property rights. The utility could be an airdrop. The utility could be a conference. We're seeing the VCon tickets. They're blowing up on the secondary. Original V friends. Huge, huge value there. And what's the utility? You get to talk with Gary. You get to go to a conference. Sometimes it's just intellectual property rights. We're seeing that with the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Coinbase is giving you $10,000 for your ape's IP. That's just the intellectual property rights. You still have the picture of your monkey. Then there's also airdrops. I was given an ape token. We have the ASM brains. They were given the Asto token. Sometimes you'll be given a serum to mutate or some sort of injection device, and you get to mutate or transform your NFT. A lot of times these are just given for free to the holders, and then you can sell that second NFT on the secondary while still holding on to your original. But you want to make sure if you're doing a coin, you don't want to just do a coin for a coin's sake. Sometimes we'll see people, they'll have an NFT project, they'll drop a coin, but the coin doesn't do anything. That's why you want to make sure, your coin has utility as well. Look at Llamaverse, what they're doing with the Spit token. You spin the Spit token to earn a whitelist spot. Look what the Ape coin is doing. I spent my own Ape coin so I can buy some merch. Guess what? You're going to see me wearing it too. The second secret I wish I knew is look into the team, look into the founder. Is the founder going to have, Gary V level commitment? Does that founder or that, originator of that drop have that Snoop Dogg name brand recognition? You want to make sure, the name has, clout in the space. Look at what Beeple was doing. Beeple was making digital art for years and years and years. You know what? He sold one of his NFTs for $69 million. I'd say that's pretty nice. But on the other side, if the team isn't doxxed, it isn't necessarily a death sentence. The Bored Ape Yacht Club, they weren't doxxed, and then look what happened with that. But, if you know who's behind the project, you can also check their track record. Yuga Labs, if I see Yuga Labs doing a drop, guess what? I'm probably going to ape in. So who the team is, who the founder is, who is behind the project, a lot of times that alone can just drive the success. The third and final secret that I wish I knew when I started my journey is what is the art like? Really use a critical eye when you're looking at the art. Some art, just the art alone is enough to sell this project. It doesn't even have to have utility. If you look at the Fidenzas, Fidenza is about $150,000 floor. And you know what? It's just good art, and that's all. Sometimes when a drop comes out, just the previews is enough to just get a community excited. If you want to look at invisible friends or imaginary ones, just those tweets alone of, hey, here's our first preview, hundreds, if not thousands of likes and retweets. So the art alone can just drive hype, not even knowing anything about the team, not even knowing anything about the utility. The art alone can really drive a project's success. But you also want to make sure you have enough traits. I'm a big fan of the tubby cats. Why? 20,000 cats and they all look unique. You don't want to fall into the trap of sprinting to the mint where you see a drop, they don't have enough traits, they all kind of look the same. Maybe you'll see the same flannel shirt everywhere and you're like, you know what? I wish they would have tried just a little bit harder with that art. So you really want to make sure that the traits, are customized, they look good, and you find one that, hey, I really like this style. I don't want you to think that the art has to be good, because look at the MFers, look at the V friends. These are just doodles essentially. The MFers, they're just stick figures, and those things are selling for about 2.5 ETH. It's almost $7,500, if not even pushing 8,000-9,000 right now. The V friends, Gary V made this in his spare time. No one's going to confuse him for Da Vinci. But you know what? Those things got a serious floor. I think they're above $30,000 right now. So if you combine those 3 tips, the utility, the founders, and the art, you want to make sure you have at least 2 of the 3 really knocking it out of the park. If you find one where all 3 are knocking it out of the park, that's when you're going to see, you know what? This NFT could be a blue chip. Hopefully those tips will help you. I know I wish I would have known this a year ago. And as always, make sure you're liking this video and make sure you're subscribed to get all that NFT alpha.